I got mine here handy.
Hello and welcome to episode 46 of the podcast, The Pocket Stylist. I'm Lisa Talbot and today we're going to be talking about accessories. And I'm really excited by this because I'm joined by Tara and Michelle of Tarelle Accessories. And I've been watching this brand and these ladies for a long time. And I just love the colours that they have, the accessories that they have and so much more. So first of all, hello ladies, how are you? How are you, Tara?
I'm good, thanks, Lisa. Thank you for having us on here.
No, you're more than welcome. I think it's going to be a good one. And hi, Michelle.
Hi.
So, do you know what I would really love to kick off with? Because obviously, lots of people might not know about the brand. So, would you like to share with everybody a little bit about the brand, what lines you carry? Do you know what I'd love to know? I'd love to know how you came up with the name, whether there was real thought behind it or whether it was a bit of a marriage made in heaven type of thing. So, tell us a little bit about the brand and how it's kind of started and how it's evolving.
Okay, which one do you want us to start with?
It
Lisa?
doesn't matter. You can, either one of you can chat and you can chip in, and you know what? It's just a lovely free-flowing conversation.
Okay, I mean, with the name, we did have a brainstorming session when we started the business, and if you look at the Tarelle, it's basically Tara and Michelle squashed together. So it's the beginning of my name and the end of Michelle's name put together. So that's how we came up with that. How we started the business was literally on the school gates. We met at school. Our boys go to the same school. How many years ago was it, Michelle, now? Probably over...
Well, there were 7 and they're 14.
Yeah,
so 7 years ago.
Yeah, so quite a while ago. Michelle was a stylist for Slayer and Dot, is that right?
Yeah.
And I was at a point where I've got 2 boys and I was looking to do something to keep myself busy. So Michelle was talking about setting something up, and at the same time as I was thinking of doing something. So we put our minds together and decided to create Tarelle. It started as a hobby.
But that's how lots of small businesses start, don't they? They kind of go, you're probably going to resonate, and people are going to resonate with you ladies, because so many people, get to a point and they think, I want to do something, but I don't necessarily want to go and work for somebody else. So actually, let's do something. So you kind of start it, don't you? And go, it's a little bit of a hobby. Go on then, carry on. Tell me more about this story.
Well, that's the thing. I think we started as a hobby. So we initially started with just a little bit of jewellery and a couple of scarves. And I remember the first time I sold it was to my friends round a dinner table when we were out for a coffee or dinner. I can't remember where we were. And they were very impressed. They were like, oh, this is lovely. And I think Michelle did the same with her group of friends. And it just grew from there. So I've got a love for handbags. Michelle's got her love for jewellery. And we just put it together. And it's just slowly over time grown without us expecting it to grow.
Yeah, we went to Trot Draw, didn't we, in the January, when we decided we would do it, and saw all the wonderful accessories and thought, oh yeah, we can do this, we can.
Yeah. And Michelle, Top Drawer, is that like an exhibition? Or
it's a wholesale. It's a wholesale exhibition. So, I mean, at Top Drawer is fantastic because they have homewares, they have furniture, and then upstairs they usually have an accessory department. So you get all the bags, the scarves, from all these wholesalers, and usually you get people from Europe as well, but the last couple of ones, they haven't run it for a while, and they finally ran it again in September, but we were missing the European wholesalers. But it's just a great place to see what's out there, what's coming on trend. And
and you know what, it's really interesting, isn't it? Because for me, accessories complete the outfit. Whether it's a scarf, whether it's a piece of jewelry, whether it's a handbag, they can add so much to an outfit. They can add different color tones, they add different print, they can add different textures. And I think that's where, accessories come into their own, because sometimes would you believe, from clients that I work with, it's the one garment people struggle with the most. They kind of think,
really?
Oh yeah, they kind of go, well, if I say to a client, how do you do for accessories? They go, well, I've got 2 handbags and there's black and brown. or they struggle to then work out how to inject that other colour in a way of how they do it, you know. But that's why I think accessories are so important. Ladies, how do you kind of get to knowing what you want to put in your collections? Because for anyone who is watching this on the YouTube, they can see Tara behind you, some beautiful bag straps. They can see some beautiful colours. For those of you who are listening on the podcast, you're going to have to go and look on YouTube at the colours, or the Instagram page. But how do you kind of put your finger in the air and go, right? Because I'm assuming, you know, you have to buy your stock in advance of, you know, certain seasons, etc. How do you kind of, between you, think, right, this is what we want to stock this season and moving forward?
Do you know, Lisa, we actually go with what both of us like. So Michelle and I have got very differing tastes. And I tend to, when we go to the fairs, I tend to choose what I like and Michelle chooses what she likes. And we tend to cover quite a wide range of tastes. And it seems to work, doesn't it, Michelle? So
Yeah.
There are times when Michelle's much more into her bright colours, quite, you know, flamboyant, whereas I'm much more classic colours. I'm much more the blacks and the browns.
Yeah.
And it does work because we get a good range. And there are times when I think, oh my God, Michelle, what are you doing with that? That's never going to work. And it does brilliantly. And likewise, there's certain things Michelle go, oh, that's so boring, but it works brilliantly. So I think we mix and match, don't we?
Yeah, and I think our target audience is like women like us, you know,
Yes.
probably over 40, you know, on the go, whether they're working or off at the school run, and maybe don't have a lot of time to think about what they're wearing, you know, especially like school run mums, and, you know, just, yeah, you know, make it easy for them and affordable.
Yeah. And I think what it does as well, you know, I'm a massive advocate in, you know, the whole saying, style doesn't have an age limit. It doesn't mean that once you get past a certain age, you don't add colour in, or you suddenly start wearing your fleece and, you know, all that type of thing. There is, you know, we have the ability now as women to look sensational all the time. And it doesn't matter whether we're 18 or we're 88. It doesn't matter. And I think, you know, with regards to your actual pieces, you know, I know from watching you on Instagram, and I'm very lucky to own one of your wonderful bags, that the colour that you can suddenly inject into an outfit, you could have a completely black outfit on if you feel comfortable wearing black, for example, but then you add in this stunning cerise pink bag, or you add in the soft pastel blue that's throughout the season, and suddenly the outfit changes and you suddenly can add in colour in different ways. But, you know, so for ladies who maybe feel a little bit more hesitant to wear colour, they can still add colour in the way that you do with your bags. Do you know what I love about your bags as well? A lot of them are like crossbody bags. And for anyone who has got children, whether they're, you know, especially when they're younger, I remember, because I've got twins, and I remember when they were younger and I used to go to Legoland and things like that, all I wanted was my hands free, because I needed two hands to be able to hold their hands. So I think the whole crossbody bag kind of, you know, the style is just so great for women who need their hands free, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. And I think with our bags, a lot of them are interchangeable straps. It just it makes it more affordable for people. So if you've got one colour bag, you can change up the strap. You'll end up with a multitude of different bags just because you've got a slightly different strap. And it just saves on having to keep buying different bags. All you need to do is change your strap, which is a lot cheaper to do. But going back to what you were saying earlier with regards to choosing the stock, we also take a lot of advice from our customers. So we do, I don't know if you follow us on Instagram, and
absolutely I do.
Yeah, so we tend to ask our customers what they like. And we do listen to the customers, because, you know, we've built that community on there. It's a fantastic community. We keep in touch with them, and we obviously want our customers to come back, so we will provide goods that they like, that they've put an input into. So that's quite important to us as well, isn't it, Michelle?
Yeah, definitely.
And do you know, it's really interesting because I've got clients that I recommend you to, and they buy
Oh,
from
thank
you
you.
too.
Thank you so much.
So because of obviously your ability is online, it's brilliant because my online wardrobe, I am able to go shopping online for my clients, and I always drop different things in, which is what's really lovely. Do you know, I'm intrigued of all the amazing colour bags that you have, right? What is your most popular? Because I think it might kind of shock people that it's not going to be the norm. So I would love to know, you know, what's the most popular color that you sell?
Well, last year it was definitely black. All things black bag.
Yeah.
But then the second bestseller was the fuchsia pink.
Yeah.
Ah.
So it's from one extreme to the other. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you find, Michelle, then that the black was more through the autumn winter months, and then when there's kind of the change of the seasons, as in the spring summer, do you find people buy more color in that season, or do you kind of get a little bit of a mixture?
I think it's a mixture, because I think black sold in the summer. I think everyone likes a classic black bag.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if you're buying as a gift, people will buy a black bag and maybe with a bright strap for a gift, you know, because it's safe, you know.
Yeah. And do you know, that's really interesting you say that, because I've got quite a few bags, right? And I've got lots of straps because I love how it's interchangeable. But for Christmas, I said to my family, please, can you buy me a black bag? And they were like, Mum, that's really not like you. And I was like, no, but actually, I haven't got anything neutral. Everything for me was brightly coloured. So I did get a black bag, but I use all my straps to basically change the look of the bag. And I think, so that's where, you know, we may say a black bag, but with your straps that are so interchangeable, that's where you can change the look and feel of the bag as well.
Yeah, totally. I tell you, we were surprised this year because I didn't think the bright colours would continue through the winter months, but they have, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Bright orange, fuchsia pink, you know, the burnt orange, the mustards, the yellows. I was really surprised. So I think it is a real mix, but you're right, with the straps does change it up a bit, so it's good.
But I think obviously depending on what the colour trends are, so if you look back at last autumn winter, the colour trends were vibrancy. So if you look at the stores, it was, you know, cerise pink suits, it was cobalt blue jumpers. So I think, you know, people also, you know, I have to say, I think because of the past couple of years, people are coming out and they're like, okay, I feel a bit braver because I've been at home for a long time, or I've been working from home, and they are definitely bored of what they have been wearing, and they want that colour because, you know, colour makes us feel so good. It kind of lifts the mood, doesn't it? I mean, if you think about it, you know, you've got Michelle here in the cerise pink knit. Have you got red on, or is it coral?
I've got red with white stripes.
Yeah,
you're a bit bright today, Tara.
I am a bit bright. I went for bright colours today. I'm normally in black or blue.
And I've got denim on. So but you think about the three colours that we've got on. We've all got colour on. We haven't got grey. We haven't got any neutrals on. We've kind of got colour. So then if I'm kind of looking across at you two as well, and I'm thinking, wow, the bags that you can then add with all the colours we've got, you know, I think that's the kind of love of it. What's your vision for and you know, it's a bit like that whole thing, isn't it? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? But what's your kind of vision for the brand? Have you're going to add in any more kind of lines or things like that? And obviously I fully appreciate if some of it is top secret, but you know, I just wondered where you see, because obviously you've grown so much in the past 7 years. Where do you see yourselves going in the next few years?
Well, we started, I don't know if you've seen, we launched our own branded bag last autumn, winter. So that's what we're going to continue. I mean, they sold out really quickly. I mean, you know, when you first do that, you get stock in and you're like, oh, wonder if people are going to like it. And actually they sold out so quickly. I think we've only got a couple of pewters left, and the bronze went really well. We've got like different colors, a couple of different colors that we don't have in the other bags. And we listened to our customers, what they wanted from a crossbody bag, and we put those features into this bag. So that's what we want to carry on. We want to come up with more lines of our own bags, And we do have something in the pipeline now. We've got some more of the Tarelle bags coming in different colours for the spring, summer, and hopefully design, make some more design of our, own branded bags. Yeah.
Michelle, interestingly then, what did your customers want for? What do they look for in a bag? When you did a bit of obviously like market research, what did your customers say was the most important aspect of a bag? I think it's just interesting to know, because even for me, it's really interesting to know.
I think if I help Michelle on this one, I think the bags that our popular bags behind me, the Lila bag, a great bag, but not everyone likes the tassel. So one of the biggest features for our own design bags is that the tassel is removable, and a lot of people were saying they'd quite like to have that to put on a different bag or to use as a keyring. So we've put that feature in. Another feature is they are literally a few centimetres bigger, because we've got a lot of people who have these slightly larger purses that you can get into our Lila bags, but they are a little bit snug. So this one is a little bit more roomy. We also have a slightly thicker matching strap. So the other bags are slightly thinner. Some people were saying we like them, but it's too thin. We want slightly thicker strap, but we want it to match. So again, we took that on board. I think we've also put in there a little little pocket at the front, a zip pocket. Again, easy access for your mobile. I mean, most of us are on the go. You want to just go literally pick up your phone and pop it away. So those are just a few of them. We've also decided to put in another interchangeable strap. So you're not just getting the one strap, you're getting two straps, which again is a nice feature. You've got that additional, and you can change it up as well. So I think that's just a few of them.
Yeah, but that's lovely, isn't it? Because you're so right. All of us are on the go. And I know for a fact, if I'm personal shopping with a client, I will always have a crossbody bag, always, because I know that I can then move my hands around. I don't have to take my handbag off and leave it in their changing room, anything like that. I have the crossbody bag. But by having easy, accessible pockets like you were just talking about, it's where I can put my car park ticket. It's where I can, and that's where having a bag, I mean, God, I look back years and years and years ago, I hated carrying a handbag. I hated it. I was always the person, the lady who had her pocket rammed, right? My keys would bulge, my car park ticket, I'd have change in my front pockets if I had it. Whereas, I think as you get older, you definitely, your style evolves anyway, but I look back as a teenager, I never had a bag. I hated carrying a bag, but it's that making life easy for your consumer. So not only are you offering these beautiful bags and your accessories as well, your scarves and your jewelry, but you're making it useful to them. So if they're on the school run and they're then, I don't know, popping to see parents, or they're going for a coffee, or they've got to go directly to work, they know that it's usable and it's easy, and they're really comfortable to wear because the straps are soft and all that type of thing, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. That's what we wanted to bring. We wanted it to be accessible for all women, and we wanted it to be affordable. The own design bags are slightly higher price bracket, but not a huge amount, and still accessible by many. But obviously, being designed and in Italy and brought over, we have had to put a slightly extra price on there. But that's what we want. We want to be able to be accessible to women out there, to all women, not just a certain price bracket.
Yeah, no, I think that's wonderful. Listen, I could talk to you guys all day because I love what you have. Before we wrap up, just tell the listeners where they can find you, because I'll put all the information for everyone listening in the show notes as well, but just share the best place that listeners can come and see your products and things like that. And your great reels, because I have to say, you two do the most amazing Instagram reels. And I love watching them because they pop up and you guys are either dancing or showing it off. So, that's on Instagram. But tell everybody else where they can find you.
Do you want to do that, Michelle?
Yeah, so our website is www.tarelle.co.uk. And as you said, we're on Instagram, which is @Tarelle UK. We've also got a Facebook page as well, which is Tarelle UK. We do put some of our things on TikTok. There's not much on there, but
TikTok. That is.
And we do have a Pinterest, but I think the best place to go is straight to our site, or go onto Instagram, and we do post every day, and you'll see a good selection of what we have to offer.
Yeah, perfect.
And how it all works as well. You can see there, like, we have reels on there, like what fits in the bag, so you can see how the product actually works better than just a static picture, which you get on our site.
Yeah, exactly. Ladies, Tara, Michelle, thank you so much for spending the time chatting to me. I've loved listening to how the brand evolved, how the name came about. And I would absolutely say to anyone, if you are looking for an accessory, definitely go and have a look at the site, because the colours are stunning and they represent wholly the new season's colour trends. And, accessories just add this beautiful kind of injection of colour, print and texture from my point of view. So they'll always complete your outfit and add another dimension. Thank you to everyone for listening to this week's episode of the podcast, and we will see you all soon. Thank you, ladies. And
thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having us.